Welcome to Ringside Riffs by Andres Cortes. Now listen, was the WWE just planning this all out and is Solo Sokoa not even supposed to be the Bloodline tribal chief? Were we led to believe that Roman Reigns is gonna come back only for Jacob Fatu to take the reins? It is now believable that it is Telo Sokoa who has been tricking us this whole time into training a new monster, into getting them to get ready. Now, we all want Roman Reigns to come back. We all are invested in this Bloodline storyline, but is it too much investment? Is the WWE going in all out in this WWE storyline and we're forgetting all about Cody Rhodes? Are we pushing the WWE champion down the roster and we're forgetting about what's exactly happening? How pumped are you for the Kevin Owens against Cody Rhodes storyline compared to what's happening with Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sokoa? We can only understand that it is more important for us WWE fans who care about an Ula Fala more than a WWE title belt, and that is describing exactly what the creative team is doing behind the scenes. We are now seeing the involvement of the bloodline. We are now seeing that maybe Solo Sokoa was never meant to be the tribal chief, but if anything, that his enforcer Jacob Fatu was gonna be there all along. And if anything, have you noticed those signs where we see some hesitation to give him back that Ula Alaf, to give him back that power to acknowledge Solo Sokoa? Because we know Roman Reigns is back. We know that he had relation of pressure, and once he got that rack into his hands, once he crowned himself back to be the original tribal chief, he sensed that he was on top of the world. But guess what? Blindsided, and we got to see it live in SmackDown. He was blindsided by Jacob Fatu, and the things got worse for him because as a tribal chief, is this storyline gonna continue all the way, just like we predicted, to the WrestleMania? Yes, these things are getting deeper and deeper, and we know that Solo Sokoa was pushed down and jobbed down so easily that there has no big hesitation that, of course, Roman Reigns was going to take his title back. But what the WWE creative team is doing with Jacob Fatu and giving him this ultimate push that we've seen since the beginning of his inception, we've seen that Jacob Fatu is supposed to be this indomitable force, this Wolverine, just like Roman Reigns is. And is he gonna be able to challenge this tribal chief? Because we know for a moment we got to see what it was to have Roman Reigns back as the tribal chief. But just like that, Jacob Fatu is so overpowered, and Roman Reigns was shook. I mean, the memes that have come out of this are just trending and they're going all over the place. But you need to understand why. He is acknowledging Jacob Fatu's power. He is seeing that it is all going to crumble from here, and it is all a storyline that's more interesting than the WWE title belt itself, giving the acknowledgement that we need to see what's happening with Cody Rhodes. And how could this be that the WWE has created such a monster, such a branding scene of his athleticism, of his power, of his stature, that he is able to take down who we all missed so eagerly by himself? Yes, Roman Reigns was able to take down Solo Sokoa, the Tongaloas, and Tamatu, but guess what happened? Here we go. Jacob Fatu against Roman Reigns, and this is a mirror storyline. This is gonna be the actual Bloodline Wars, because we know in the end, Solo Sokoa is gonna have to define and choose one path down, and who's he gonna choose, but who he got to be the enforcer and who he is in his corner at this moment, because that is the ultimate test. He knows that Jacob Fatu is just a Wolverine fighting against him, and if anything, that's the real Bloodline War now. We didn't expect it in this sense because we all knew Roman Reigns was gonna easily defeat Solo Sokoa. We got this through. We were like, let's just watch this on SmackDown. Don't even wait for a PLE, and let's just get it through. Let's just get it cooking into everybody's heads. Is Jacob Fatu such a real contender that he could take down not only Roman Reigns but the entire WWE roster by himself? Could he actually become a WWE champion? Is there possibilities down the line? And exactly this is what I mentioned with what is happening with Cody Rhodes. I mean, where is Cody Rhodes fitting in all this? Where is the WWE title fitting in on this? This guy is literally giving the opportunity to someone else when we know he should have given that straight opportunity to Roman Reigns. And the only reason that WWE Creative is not doing it is because they want to separate them two. But putting two mega superstars in SmackDown just feels bad for me for everything that they've done for Cody Rhodes, because we just see that the Bloodline storyline keeps on evolving, growing and growing, and we get to see how Jacob Fatu is building his legend and establishing himself as being a true competitor and a true number one title holder. I mean, if he can defeat Roman Reigns as easily as he can, then why haven't we actually seen a title match against Cody Rhodes? Why haven't we seen a title match against anybody so far? And why is he just holding up that tag team title? I mean, that is really not what Jacob Fatu was meant here to be. Just because he is so athletic, just because he was wanted to be put in more matches so that our eyes could feast upon his athleticism and everything he's done, we can only understand that Tama Tangaloa and everybody else is getting pushed down because Jacob Fatu is a freak of nature and Cody Rhodes and everybody else has no problem exclamatory that, because they has proven himself. He has done the deeds and he has now taken down Roman Reigns, and it is something that we did not expect. It is something that the WWE probably didn't expect, and it is sorry for Cody Rhodes to have won that title in WrestleMania and have to lost his steam in sense of who he has faced. I mean, let's look at the track record real quick without breaking interference. But I mean, Solo Sikoa, AJ Styles, is there anything really competitive? Logan Paul, there's nothing really even saying, but there's Roman Reigns and there's Jacob Fatu, and now Roman Reigns is back, and we're more invested in an Ola Olaf than in a WWE title belt. And that's just exactly what's happening with CM Punk against Drew McIntyre. WWE Creative is going so berserk out of their mind that they're making their title belts seem pointless at this time, and they're pushing their title belts to second cards. And we're seeing main events that are more dire to our hearts. But that's congratulating into everybody that goes into doing this story, because we know that in the end, there's only going to be one tribal chief and there's going to be one person to acknowledge. So thank you for watching.